best. Okay. I want to start off with a bhajan first, and then we'll begin with our Sunday morning service. It's loud. हाँ अंधेरी में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। भक्त खरे हमरा दिखा दे भगवान राह दिखा दे, भक्त खरे हमरा दिखा दे भगवान राह दिखा दे। करम करम पर किरण बिछा दे भगवान किरण बिछा दे। इन अखियन को प्रभु करार, इन अखियन को प्रभु करार, ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान। अंधेर में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दिए भगवान। संतान तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारे, हम तो संतान तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारे। तेरे दया के हम अधिकारी प्रभु हैं हम अधिकारी। दुनिया होए सुखी हमारी, दुनिया होए सुखी हमारी, सारे वरदान, सारे वरदान। आज अंधेर में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दिए भगवान। आज अंधेरी में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दिए भगवान। Go ahead and please stand for me. Namaste devotees and Jai Sita Ram. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to our Sunday morning satsang. This beautiful October 9th, 2022. As we prepare for our service today, devotees ask that we join together as we clasp our hands and close our eyes. You take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax your back, drop your shoulders, relax your neck, your forehead, and your entire body. With your eyes closed, void your mind of all negative thoughts, all worldly attachments. and all things that are causing you any distress or stress in your life. And at this time, focus on a form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you. One that helps you focus, one that helps you concentrate. And join together with me as we chant on these opening prayers. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamurachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Ishavasyam miram sarvam Yatkincha jagatyam jagat Dinatyaktina punjitha Magrudhakasya swinhanam Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We offer prayers to Prithvi Mata as we bless and sanctify the seat onto which we sit. Om Samudra Vasane Devi Parvatastane Mandite Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Parasparasham Kshamaswame Om Prithvi Tvaya Drata Lokam Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadratha Tvam Chadharyamam Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namaham. Go ahead and place your flower down and take your seat. Take some water in your right hand and wash your hands. Om Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami Govindaya Namaham. We sip water 3 times to purify the body. Om Amrito Pastaranamasi Swaha Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha Om Satyam Yashaha Shri Mai Shri Shrayatam Swaha. You wash your hands again. Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarva Vashtam Gatopiva Yasmerita Pundarikaksham Sabhayabhyam Tarashuchi Om Chandanasya Mahat Punyam Pavitram Papanashanam Aparam Harite Nityam Lakshmishtishtate Saravadaum. Okay. We take water in our left hand now. We give some to Tejas. Maha. As we commence with Ang-Sparsh, as we bless the various parts of our body. Om Ang Me Asyastu. We ask, O Lord, by thy grace may my tongue be ever blessed with the power of speech. Om Nasora Me Pranurastu. We ask, O Lord, may my nostrils be blessed with healthy, vital air. Om Akshora Me Chakshurastu. We ask, O Lord, may my eyes be blessed with the perfect power of vision. Om Kanyora Me Shrotamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my ears be blessed with the power of hearing. Om Bahora Me Balamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my arms be blessed with strength. Om Orhor Me Ojavastu. We ask, O Lord, may my legs be blessed with vitality. Om Marishtani Miyanyani Tanustanawa Me Saha Santu. We ask, O Lord, may all the other parts of my body be safe from harm. Render them healthy and sound for life's daily work. Go ahead and take another flower in your hand as we join together, devotees, in chanting the most powerful Gayatri Mantra. Om Agakshe Varade Devi Akshari Brahma Vadini Gayatri Jagat Madhar Vishwayoni Namostute Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tat Savitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tat Savitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tat Savitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo yo nah prachodayam. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Prem se bolo Gayatri Mata ki jai. Take a red flower in our hands next, as we join together in offering prayers and obediences to that creator, but also that destroyer of all obstacles in our life. We join together in offering prayers to Lord Ganesh. Om Shri Ganganapataye Namaham. Om Yajananam Bhutanganadhi Sevitam Kapita Jambhu Palacharam Bhakshanam Uma Sutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam. At this time, devotees, I ask that we have one bhajan dedicated to Lord Ganesh as we commence with our puja up front.
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh Deva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh Deva. लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा, संत करे सेवा. लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी, चार भुजाधारी. मात के सिंदूर सोहे मूस के सवारी, मूस के सवारी. दुखियों के दुख हरर परमानंद देवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. अंधन को आँख देत, कुरियन को काया, कुरियन को काया. बंजन का पुत्र देत, निर्जन को माया, निर्जन को माया. बहु से पार करो नाथ, भजन करो तेरा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. जो तेरा ज्ञान करो, ज्ञान मिले उसको, ज्ञान मिले उसको. चौर तुझे और भला जाओ में किसको, जाओ में किसको. हे देवा कृपा करो, कष्ट हरो मेरा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. मात जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश देवा.
At this time, devotees, as we join together as we offer our final pratana, our final prayers to Lord Ganesh. Om Vakratun Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurumi Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvadam. Om Raksha Raksha Ganadaksham Rakshatrilokya Rakshakara Bhaktanam Bhayam Kartha Trata Bhava Bhavar ओम श्रीमन महागणाधिपते नमः। प्रेम से बोल गणेश भगवान की जय। We continue on with our prayers by offering obediences to that mother of knowledge, learning, music, anything arts, crafts, or education related. We offer our prayers to Saraswati Mata. Om Saraswati Ma Bhagi Vidye Kamala Lochane Vidyarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Kadashyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Mahasaraswati Namaham. We next offer praise to that mother of light and that mother of wealth in this universe. We offer praise to Lakshmi Mata. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Dana Sampada Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Om Namaste Astu Mahamai Shri Pite Sira Pujate Shankar Chakra Gara Haste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Namaste Garura Rulhi Kula Sura Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hari Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Sarvagye Sarvavarade Sarvadushta Bhayankari Sarva Dukha Hari Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Adyantarhite Devi Adi Shakti Maheshwari Yoga Yoga Sambhote Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Stula Sukshma Maharaudre Mahashakti Mahodare Mahapapa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Padmasanastite Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Parameshi Jagan Matar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Shvetambardhare Devi Nana Alankare Bhushate Jagatastite Jagane Matar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Mahalakshmi Namaham. And finally, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to that universal mother and that destroyer of all evils in our life. We join together as we offer prayers to Adi Shakti Durga Mata. Om Mahadurgai Namaham. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhandra Kali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaswada Namostute. Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Putharati Nihardini Jai Sarvagate Devi Kale Ratri Namostute. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnu Mayeti Shamnitha. Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shanti Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Tushti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Dayarupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. As we pray to Mother Durga devotees, we say, O Durga Mata, Thou art the universal mother, and we, your children, worship you in your many forms. O Ma, we see you as Buddhi, wisdom, Lakshmi, prosperity, Shakti, energy, Shraddha, faith, Shanti, peace, Tushti, contentment, and Daya, compassion. And as we pray to you, Ma, Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. As we pray to you, Ma, we bow to thee again and again. Devotees, we offer prayers to Mother Durga in the form of the Universal Mother. Mata Viruddhe. Ya Devi Sarvam Bhuteshu Matri Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvasho Jahi. At this time, devotees, I ask that we have one or two bhajans dedicated to the Universal Mothers as we continue with our puja up front.
जग के रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया। तेरी दया से जीते हैं मैया, तेरे भरोसे चलती है नैया, घर घर है सुख की दिवाली जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया। दुखियों के घर में सुख बरसा दे, अंधिया में घर में दिया जला दे, सबको मिटा
माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू ऋषियों की रीति से दी, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू ऋषियों की रीति से दी, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू मातों से बाग जगा दे, बागी बागी आती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही बाल भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का सार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है। तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही बाल भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का सार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है। तू बालक को गोद में लेकर जीवन गीत सुनाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है।
ओम प्रेम से बोलो सरस्वती माता की जय, प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी माता की जय, प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय। At this time, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to the most influential beings in our life. We offer prayers to the Navgraha Devatas, or we refer to them in English, the 9 planets. Tripuranda Kali शशि भूमि सुतो बुधश्च गुरुश्च शुक्रः शनिराहु केतुः सर्वे ग्रहाः शान्तिकरा भवन्तु सर्वे ग्रहाः शान्तिकरा भवन्तु
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
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 सूर्याय नमः चन्द्रमाय नमः
सूर्याय नमः चन्द्रमाय नमः
चन्द्रमाय नमः भूमाय नमः
चन्द्रमाय नमः भूमाय नमः
भूमाय नमः बुद्धाय नमः
भूमाय नमः बुधाय नमः
बुद्धाय नमः बृहस्पतये नमः
बुधाय नमः बृहस्पते नमः
बृहस्पतये नमः शुक्राय नमः
बृहस्पते नमः शुक्राय नमः
शुक्राय नमः शनिश्चराय नमः
शुक्राय नमः शनिश्चराय नमः
शनिश्चराय नमः राहवे नमः
शनिश्चराय नमः राहवे नमः
राहवे नमः केतवे नमः
राहवे नमः केतवे नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
सूर्याय नमः भास्कराय नमः
सूर्याय नमः भास्कराय नमः
भास्कराय नमः आदित्याय नमः
भास्कराय नमः आदित्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
With today being Sunday, devotees, we all join together now as we offer prayers for that being whose day is today, who exists in the form of the sun and who sustains all life on this planet. We join together as we offer prayers to Surya Narayan Bhagavan. Om Suryaya Namaha 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 Adideva Namastubhyam Prasidham Mama Bhaskaram Dhivakar Namastubhyam Prabhakar Namostuti Suryaya Namaha Suryaya Namaha Suryaya Namaha सूर्याय नमः। ओम प्रेम से बोलो नवग्रह देवता की जय। प्रेम से बोलो सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय। Now, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers. So that sustainer of all things dharmic and all things righteous in this universe. We join together as we offer prayers to Lord Vishnu. Om Shri Vishnuve Namaham. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashairam Padmanabham Surisham Vishwadharam Gagan Satrisham Meghavarnam Shubhagam. Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayaram Yogi Bhirdhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayaharam Sarvaloke Kanatham. Om Sashankha Chakram Sakirita Kundhalam Sapita Vastram Sarasirurekshanam Sahara Vakshastal Shumbikaustum Bhashriyam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam. Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam. We now offer prayers to the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We offer prayers to Lord Rama. Om Ramaya Ramabhandraya Ramachandraya Vidhasem Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah. We offer prayers to Mother Sita. Om Jagathasutha Jagajanani Janaki Atashaya Priya Karudanidhaniki Tanki Jugapada Kamal Manao Jasu Kripa Niramal Matipao. We offer prayers to Hanuman Swami. Om Manojavam Marutatulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanariyuthamukyam Shri Ramarutam Sharanam Prapadhi. Shri Ramarutam Sharanam Prapadhi. And finally, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We join together as we offer prayers to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Hararavinde Napararavindham Mukharavinde Vinivishrayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puteshrayanam Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. Om Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Mukham Karoti Vachalam Panghum Langayati Girim Yatkrapatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Maradanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. At this time, devotees, I ask that we have two, potentially three bhajans dedicated to Lord Vishnu or his various incarnations, or even Hanuman Swami, as we commence with a puja up front.
छोड़ झमेला जूते जग का कह गई दास कबीर पाड़ लगाएंगे एक पल में तुलसी के रघुबीर छोड़ जमेला जूते जग का छोड़ जमेला जूते जग का कहा गई दास कबीर पार लगाएंगे एक पल में तुलसी के
भूलैया जीवन तेरा साचो नाम प्रभु को भूलैया जीवन तेरा साचो नाम प्रभु को मन में बसा ले आज तो बंदे लेकर नाम प्रभु को लेकर नाम प्रभु को सूरदास की शाम हरेंगे सूरदास की शाम हरेंगे जन्म जन्म की पीर छोड़ जमेला झूठे जग का कह गई दास कबीर पार लगाएंगे एक पल में तुलसी के रघुबीर छोड़ जमेला झूठे जग का
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम् कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं राम सबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं। मेरा शस्त्र माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायण जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायण जानकी वल्लभम। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायण जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायण जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायण जानकी वल्लभम।
श्याम ने मुरली मधुर बजाए, श्याम ने मुरली मधुर बजाए, श्याम ने मुरली मधुर बजाए। निर्मल जीवन जमुना जल में, निर्मल जीवन जमुना जल में, लहर लहर लहराई श्याम ने मुरली मधुर बजाए, श्याम ने मुरली मधुर बजाए। निर्मल जीवन जमुना जल में, निर्मल जीवन जमुना जल में, लहर लहर लहराए श्याम ने, मुरली मधुर बजाए श्याम ने, मुरली मधुर बजाए श्याम ने, मुरली मधुर बजाए। निर्मल जीवन जमुना जल में, निर्मल जीवन जमुना जल में, लहर लहर लहराई श्याम ने, मुरली मधुर बजाए श्याम ने, मुरली मधुर बजाए। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
ओम प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की जय, प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की जय, प्रेम से बोलो हनुमान स्वामी की जय, प्रेम से बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। At this time, devotees, as we all join together now, as we offer prayers to the Universal Father, the Universal Guru, as we offer prayers to that destroyer of all evils in our life and in this universe, we join together as we offer prayers to Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Karapura Gauram Karunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sarasantam Hirdayarnavine Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Devotees, before I commence with the song, we have ample amounts of tulsi today, so we've taken some and put it into the thali up front for Lord Shiva Puja. So as you go to perform your puja, after you offer a flower, offer a piece of tulsi as well, if it's still there. I mean, we have a good handful, so you're more than welcome to do so once you go up to perform your puja. Brahmamurari surarchitalingam Niramalam bhasita shobhidalingam Janamaja dukha vinashakalingam Tat pranamami sada shivalingam Tat pranamami sada shivalingam Brahmamurari surarchitalingam Nirmalam bhasita shobhidalingam यः पत्नी शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते ॐ नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
गंगाधरा शिव गंगाधरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
गंगाधराय शिव गंगाधराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
गंगाधरा शिव गंगाधरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
गंगाधरा शिव गंगाधरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
जत्ताधरा शिव जत्ताधरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
जटाधरा शिव जटाधरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
जत्ताधरा शिव जत्ताधरा हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
जटाधरा शिव जटाधरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हर हर बोले नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः
जय बोला भंडारे शिव हर, जय बोला भंडारे, जय बोला भंडारे शिव हर, जय बोला भंडारे, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, जय कैलाशपति शिव शंकर, सब जग के हितकारी, जय बोला भंडारे शिव हर, जय बोला भंडारे। निश दिन तेरा ध्यान करे हम, सिमरन मंत्र तिहारा, हे शिव शंकर मंत्र जगावो, होवे गत उजियारा, नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर, नमामि शंकर, कृपा करो त्रिपुरारी, जय बोला भंडारे शिव हर, जय बोला भंडारे। शंखानंद से सब जग कर, स्वर संगीत बहाया, युग युग से ये अरिष्टे न चाहे, ऐसा डमरू बजावे, तेरी याद बुला के जग में, तेरी याद बुला के जग में, दुख पवे संसारी,
Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Devotees, we offer this next prayer for all those suffering from various illnesses, diseases, injuries, and ailments. We ask that they may have a fast, speedy, and full recovery. We also offer a prayer for those transitioning from this world to the next. We ask their passage be as smooth and tranquil. Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Karatikiye Namaha. Om Nandishwaraya Namaha. Om Vasukiye Namaha. Om Shri Samba Sada Shivaya Namaham. Prem se bolo Shiva Shankar Bhagwan ki Jai. Devotees, for all of us who have a guru, we offer a prayer for a guru. If not, we take Lord Shiva or any devata in our mind as a universal guru as we join together in prayer. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murti Puja Moolam Gurur Padam Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakyam Moksha Moolam Gurur Kripar Prem Simpuru Guru Deo Ki Jai. Devotees, for all those who have prasad or chawai, could you please come forth at this time? Did anybody else bring tulsi today? I just want to make a public thanks to Tim and Indira for, we've had bags of tulsi every week for the last month. You guys are doing a good job with the tulsi plant. I need your secrets. Granted, we haven't tried growing one at home, but I'll still take the secrets anyways. And we have more tulsi. All right. Tex, how about you? Why don't you move slightly? Let Auntie Drew and Auntie Gloria come in. All right. We hold a prasad in both hands as we make the following prayers. Om Naivedyam Grihitam Deva Bhakti Mehi Chalam Kurum Ipsitam Evaram Nehi Paratreha Parangatim Om Idam Palam Maya Deva Stapitam Purtastava Tena Me Sapalavaptir Bhavij Janmani Janmani Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Maya Raktam Grihetam Purushottamam.
आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ
आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारी मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ ये प्यारी मोहन
बिलीने की बैन सुदाम के तुंडल बिलीने की बैन सुदाम के तुंडल रुचि रुचि भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ लगाओ प्यारी मोहन। दुर्योधन की मेवा त्यागे, दुर्योधन की मेवा साग विदुर गर कायो प्यारे मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारी मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारी मोहन। जो कोई तुम्हारा भोग लगावे, जो कोई तुम्हारा भोग लगावे, सुख संपत्ति करावे प्यारे मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारी मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारी मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन।
At this time, devotees, I ask we all join together as we commence in chanting our Hawan mantras. You guys have everything? You have water and stuff too? Okay. We go ahead and light the Hawan Kund. Om Agni Mili Purohitam Yagyasya Devam Redvajam Hotaram Naradnadhatamam Aganim Devaya Namaham. We make our offerings to Agni the Devataya. Om Prajapate
स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतिर्नामम्।
Om Indraya
स्वाहा इदम् इन्द्राय इदं नामम्।
Om Aganaye
स्वाहा इदम् अग्ने इदं नामम्।
Om Somaya
स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नामम्।
Om Bhum
स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये इदं नामम्।
Om Bhuva
स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं नामम्।
Om Swaha
स्वाहा इदं सूर्याय इदं नामम्।
Om Suryaya Namaha
स्वाहा इदं सूर्याय इदं नामम्।
Om Chandraya Namaha
स्वाहा इदं चन्द्राय इदं नामम्।
Om Bhaumaya Namaha
स्वाहा इदं भौमाय इदं नामम्।
Om Buddhaya Namaha
स्वाहा इदं बुधाय इदं नामम्।
Om Brihaspataye Namaha
स्वाहा इदं बृहस्पते इदं नामम्।
Om Shukraya Namaha
स्वाहा इदं शुक्राय इदं नामम्।
Om Shanishtaraya Namaha
स्वाहा इदं शनिश्चराय इदं नामम्।
Om Rahave Namaha
स्वाहा इदं राहवे इदं नामम्।
Om Ketuve Namaha
स्वाहा इदं केतवे इदं नामम्।
Om Ganeshaya Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Mahagauriye Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Mahasaraswati Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Mahalakshmiye Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Mahadurgaye Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Gurave Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Brahmane Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Vishnuve Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
स्वाहा
Om Ramaya Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Sitaye Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Hanumate Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Krishnaya Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Shivaya Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha
स्वाहा
Om Sarvebhyo Pitribhyo Namaha Swadaha Om Bhure Bhuva Swa Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Nevasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat
स्वाहा
Om Bhure Bhuva Swa Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Nevasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhure Bhuva Swa Tatsaviturvarenyam भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Take everything together and please stand as we commence with our final offering known as Puranahuti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Murhanam Divarating Pratimya Viswanaram Raja Ajatam Aganim Bhavivam Samrajatidim Jananam Asana Patram Janyamti Deva Swaha. Om Sarvam Goe Puranagam Swaha. Om Sarvam Goe Puranagam Swaha. Om Sarvam Goe Puranagam Swaha. We take blessings from Agni Devata. Om Tanapaganiyasi Tanvame Pahi. Om Aryoragani Sadyurame Dehi. Om Varachoraganisi Varachume Dehi. Om Agneyanwe Tanva Oranam Tanma Pruna. Om Tejwasi Tejamai Dehi. Om Virimasi Virimai Dehi. Om Balamasi Balamai Dehi. Om Ojosi Ojumai Dehi. Om Manyurasim Manyumahi Dehi. Om Sahosi Sahomai Dehi. Om Shanti Rastu Pushti Rastu Brithi Rastu Yata Papam Tata Pratihitamashtu Dvipere Chetushpere Surashanti Rabhavatu Achmanyam. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangayam Niramalam Jalam Achmanamayaratam Yigrihitam Purushotamam. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Savaragni Devata Ki Jai. Devotees, before we commence with our sermon for today, we offer prayer to Lord Ganesh to remove any obstacles on our way that would prevent us from learning from the scriptures. We offer prayers to Saraswati Mata to grant us with the knowledge and the wisdom to interpret these scriptures to use in our daily lives. And we offer prayers to our gurus who paved the way for us to be able to sit down today collectively and join together to learn from these wonderful scriptural teachings. Om Vakratun Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurumi Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Vadare Kamarupinim Vidyarabham Karishyami Siddhira Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurura Deo Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Padam Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Prem se Guru Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Prem se Guru Saraswati Mata ki jai. Prem se Guru Guru Devo ki jai. Devotees, 2 weeks ago, we had begun chapter 18 in book 1 of the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. And chapter 18 was titled Maharaja Parikshit, or King Parikshit, cursed by our Brahmin boy. And last week we heard the various words. Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Srimad Bhagavatam
Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Puran Srimad Bhagavatam Puran.
Bhagavatam Purnam Srimad Bhagavatam
Srimad Bhagavatam Puran. So we learned something last week, that even though we have great kings, we all still succumb to things like anger, pride. I think what I would like to call it in this case is hubris. Hubris really just means that you know that you have power in this world. You know that you have some sort of way of controlling or leading people, and you use that to control your ego. So what we remember from last week was the sages were asking Suta Goswami to tell them more about the stories of the Lord and more about Raja Parikshit. So you hear about Raja Parikshit, and he goes to a hermitage, and he sees a saint there. Or I shouldn't say saint, but he sees a rishi, Samika. And while he's there, he is upset because this great rishi didn't acknowledge him or recognize him. Because the rishi, what was the rishi doing? Who remembers? Yeah, he was praying. He was meditating. He was deep in thought to the Lord. And for some reason, Raja Parikshit was upset by that. And the reason he was upset is because his hubris didn't see the good that the rishi was doing. Instead, his hubris made him think, oh, this man isn't catering to me. He's not essentially worshiping me, seeing me as his king. And so he decided to, quote unquote, punish the rishi. Now, again, the rishi is in deep meditation. And he doesn't punish him with some physical action, but what he decides to do is take the lifeless body of a snake and drape it over the shoulder of the rishi. What should have been the question? No, it's fine. So he put this snake on the rishi, and then he left the hermitage. He didn't want anything to do with it because he wasn't being recognized. He didn't feel the need to be there anymore. But his anger got the best of him. And we know that when our anger gets the best of us, we reach out, we lash out, and we do things that we shouldn't do. It controls us in a way that's not good. It's adharmic. It's against righteousness. So his son had heard about what he did. Now fine, here's a good question. What was the name of the son of the rishi? Who said it? Somebody said it. Hey, Vivian said it. Shringi. Now Shringi's not a rishi. Not yet at least. But he's the son of this rishi. He heard about what happened, and he got so mad as well. And in his anger, he decided to do something that is unforgivable and unretractable for the most part. He cursed the king. Now, again, I want you to keep in mind, curses are things that are permanent. It doesn't matter if you're a great rishi. It doesn't matter if you're a god. It doesn't matter if you're mortal, immortal. The moment you curse somebody, you can't take that back. The moment you curse someone, you're doing irreparable damage to somebody's life, and that's your fault. So ask yourself the next time you lose control of your senses and you're about to curse someone, is this a sin I'm willing to carry with me? Is this some negative or some sort of detrimental thing to my soul that I want to carry with me for this life, the next life, and the next? No, nobody wants that. Think about those things before you do them. So his words were, verily 7 days from now, the wretched soul of the dynasty who offended my father will, because of the breaking with the etiquette, be bitten by a snake bird. When the boy thereafter returned to the hermitage, he saw the snake over his father's shoulder and cried loudly at that sorry plight. So the rishi was sitting there, meditating. Now keep in mind, Raja Parikshit couldn't break his focus. But what broke his focus? The sound of his son lamenting. Any parent is going to know that the moment you hear your child, you're in a different world. Your brain reacts in a different way. So he wakes up and he says, my dear son, why are you crying about? What has wronged you? Has somebody wronged you? Thus being requested, his son told him everything. Now, here is where I left you all on a cliffhanger. How did Samika respond to Shringi about what was going on? You don't know. That's right, because I haven't told you yet. He said, after hearing about the curse pronounced against the king, who was best among men, did not deserve that. He did not compliment his son, but lamented instead. His father was a wise man. He knew that getting into angry situations, resulting in anger and cursing people was not the right thing. So he was sad. He was sad for his son. He says, alas, what a great sin you have committed yourself today, in awarding such a heavy punishment for offense as insignificant as this. So there's two things that he's trying to get to his sons. One, you did a curse, and no matter how righteous you are, you did one of the most sinful things you could do. And then two, your actions don't justify the means here, son. You cursed somebody to what is death. For what? For what? A snake on my shoulder. Now think about the situation. Was his father harmed physically in any way, shape, or form? Was his skin broken? Was he pierced? Was he cut, stabbed, wounded, injured? Any way, shape, or form? Was there any mental disturbance to his father from the snake on his shoulder? No. Because if we remember what happened, when he heard his son crying, he woke up, saw the snake, and went, "What's wrong?" I don't know if I'd act the same way. There was no mental harm. There was no spiritual harm. There was no physical harm. There was no emotional harm. Yet for some reason, the son found it fit to sentence somebody to death for that. Because his anger made him lose control of his senses, of his facilities, of his level-headedness. In fact, no one may ever place a sovereign ruler, a god among men who is known to be transcendental, on an equal footing with common men. Your command of intelligence is immature. Completely protected by his insurpassable prowess, his subjects enjoy prosperity. O my boy, the Lord who carries the wheel of the chariot is represented by this monarch. Once he is abolished, this world will be full of thieves who immediately will vanquish the unprotected souls like they are lambs. This man did a bad thing. I recognize this man did a bad thing. But what is this man also doing? What was Raja Parikshit doing a lot of? Was he a good king or a bad king? No, not exactly. In this one instance, he did a bad thing. But was he a good king or a bad king? What did he do right before this? Do you all remember? Who did he save? Thanks, Tejas. Tejas said someone. Well, the bull. Bull had a name. Bull's name was Dharma. And he saved Mother Earth in the form of a cow. Oh, okay, the bulls. Raja Parikshit was known to be a great king. From the time of his birth, his rule, and his death were predicted. He knew about all of these things, but he always chose to be a good ruler. And essentially, his rule was filled with dharma. He was supported by the Lord. He lived his rule and life by the way of the Lord. Now, he did lose control of his senses just once. But does one act define a person? No, it never will. If I were to throw my bell across this room, does that define who I am as a pundit? Maybe in that moment, slightly, but the entirety, no. You're looking at a snapshot in a picture of time. So once he's abolished, he said, those thieves, those unprotected souls, those who are committing heinous acts and sins like Kali are now going to come back and take over this world because of what you've done. Can you imagine the sin, the weight that Shringi is now bearing on his shoulders? No, none of us can. None of us have condemned a great king to death that would bring darkness to the world. It's like a comic. Because of negating the monarch from this day on, the reaction upon this sin will overtake us, causing great social disruption. The wealth everywhere will be seized by thieves, and among the people there will be murder and also abuse of many things like women, money, animals, people, children. The righteous civilization of humanity, united in proper conduct in the vocations and stages of life according to the Vedic injunctions, will at that time systematically be vanquished. As a consequence, the economy, then only serving the sense gratification, will result in unwanted populations on the level of dogs and monkeys. The protector of religion, the king, is a highly celebrated emperor, a direct first-class devotee of the Lord, a saint of nobility, and a great performer of sacrifice. When he, hungry and thirsty, is stricken with fatigue, he never deserves it to be cursed by us, by the likes of us. The sage thereupon addressed the supreme, all-pervading Lord to beg his pardon for the great sin committed by the child, immature of intelligence, against a sinless, worthy, and subordinate soul. He prayed whether they are defamed, cheated, cursed, disturbed, neglected, or even when one of them is killed. The forbearing devotees of the Lord, for certain, will never avenge themselves for any of this. The sage thus regretted the sin of his son, and certainly did not think that the insult by the king was a sin. Generally, the saints in the world prove themselves not distressed or happy when they by others are involved in worldly dualities, for they are situated transcendental of the soul. Can't be taken back, that's what Bhagwan said. I'm asking you, but it can't be taken back. But we learn a very important lesson between father and son here. The son let his anger control him because something bad happened to his father. But what did the father do in return? Nothing. He remained balanced. There's really two key points here that I want everybody to be aware of. The first is curses. Curses are a bad thing. They're irreparable. They're probably some of the greatest sins you can commit because they're bred in things like lust, greed, hatred, anger, jealousy, and violence. That's where a curse comes from. But the second thing here is that a person who's balanced, a person who's good, is not a person who necessarily knows that cursing is bad. It's a person who stays balanced in all situations. Prime example, Mahendra picks up this lota of water and he goes, huh, right in my face. What am I supposed to do? What should I do? What's the right thing to do? Ask why? Maybe. Take off my curtain, wring it out? Maybe. My initial response to this situation would be to take off my glasses, wipe my face off, wipe my glasses off, and just continue what I'm doing. I may give Mahendra a look, but that's because I've known him for 33 years, so I'm used to it by now. But I should never delve into anger. I should always be equiposed in any way, shape, and form. That's why I want you all to focus on breathing. That's why I want you all to ensure that you know when you inhale and exhale, because it makes you centered. It makes you controlled of your facilities. So 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3, I don't know how long it's been, I gave you all some homework on your breathing exercises. And half of you put your heads down, because I'm about to ask who's done it. Remember the breathing exercise was to choose 3 notes, inhale, and just let that low out for a really long time. Om, for as long as you can. I'm going to dial it back and make it a little bit easier for you, because I know we're all having trouble with sitting down for 5 minutes a day and breathing. Your next exercise is to continue breathing, but I want you to breathe while performing a daily activity. Who here has ever gone to the gym before? All right, so for the folks who have raised their hands, if you're weightlifting, when do you inhale and when do you exhale? I don't know the answer. Yeah. Say it again. You what? So as you're contracting your muscles, you exhale. As you're relaxing, you inhale, right? Depending. Right. And what's the point of that? What will it reduce? Reduce strain, reduce tension, reduce the chance that you pull or tear a muscle. It'll also help with the lactic acid, the way it forms, builds, and distributes throughout your muscles. That part I know, because I'm a man of the book, not a man of the weights. So, when you're at home doing a physical activity, I want you to focus on breathing. When you're going to strain your muscle, you exhale. When you're relaxing your muscle, you inhale. And I can give you a good example of doing this today, here in the next few minutes. Most of you are going to come up here and perform arati. When you perform arati, when you hold the tali here, I want you to inhale. And as you're letting the tali go around, I want you to inhale, exhale. And I want you to tell me how much you feel like your tali is shaking. As a matter of fact, I want you to hold your breath and try it a few times. See if the tali shakes. And I want you to exhale as you're taking the tali out. But for this week, choose one task a day. One task a day. I don't care what that task is. And I want you to focus on your breathing while you're doing that task and see if you can get your breathing to sync with your body, to control your muscles, to control your senses, control your mind, and to control what you're doing. Prem se Bolo Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Devotees, may we all please stand for final arti. Yes, sir.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakta Jano ke sankat Bhakta Jano ke sankat Shan me dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Dwave Palapave Dukha Vinase Manaka Swami Dukha Vinase Manaka Sukha Sampati Garave Sukha Sampati Garave Kashta Mite Dhanaka Om Jai हरे। माता पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहो जिसकी, स्वामी शरण कहो जिसकी। तुम बिना और न दूजा, तुम बिना और न दूजा, आस करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं मूर्ख कलकामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो बरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक गोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विध मिलो दया में, किस विध मिलो दया में, तुमको मैं को मती। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, रक्षक मेरे, स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपने हाथ उठाओ, द्वार पर तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तन मन धन सब कुछ तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, क्या लागे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल Hari Gopal Bolo Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal Bolo Radha Daman Hari Govinda Bolo Radha Daman Hari Govinda Bolo Oh Radha Daman Hari Govinda Bolo Radha Daman Hari Govinda Bolo Govinda Bolo Hari Gopal 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 Bolo Govinda Bolo Gopal Bolo Govinda Bolo Gopal Bolo Radha Daman Hari Govinda 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 Bolo.
At this time, devotees, ask that you join together with me as you go ahead and clasp your hands and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax your spine, your shoulders, your neck, and your forehead, your entire body. With your eyes closed, void your thoughts of anything that may be causing you distress, any worldly attachments, or any negative energy. And at this time, focus on the form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you. One that helps you concentrate, one that helps you focus and join together with me as we chant our closing prayers. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu Sarvesham Purunam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Santu Niramayam Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktahinam Janardanam Yatya Pujatam Maya Deva Paripurnam Dharastu Me Papoham Papo Karamaham Papo Atma Papo Sambhava Trahimam Bhundari Kaksham Sarva Papo Haro Hari Om Tvameva Matas Chapitha Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityu Ma Amritam Yamaya Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Devotees, may we all please bow. Om Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurura Devo Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Dhyav Shantir Antarikshagvam Shantir Prithvi Shantir Ampa Shantir Aushadaya Shantir Vanaspati Shantir Vishwadeva Shantir Brahma Shantir Sarvegvam Shantir Shanti Deva Shanti Sama Shanti Devi. Hari Om Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. प्रेम से बोलो गणेश भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो शिव शंकर भगवान की, प्रेम से बोलो शिव शक्ति मंदिर की, प्रेम से बोलो सनातन धर्म की. Good job, everyone. With that, devotees, we have come to the end of our Sunday morning satsang, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Just a few announcements for our calendar. We are in officially, well, last week we're officially in the month of October. I don't know why I breathed like that just now. That was weird. We have one event coming up this month, and that is on Monday, November 24th. We will be celebrating our Diwali Puja here in the Mandir. I don't have an exact, October. Thank you. Thank you for the peer check. I can be wrong. It happens all the time. Diwali Puja, Monday, October 24th. I don't know what time we're starting yet, devotees. We're just, again, balancing the whole traffic situation with everything else going on. There's honestly major construction going on 75 right now, so I'm trying to give myself ample time to get over here, but make sure people have time to go home from work, get themselves ready, and be able to come out. So more or less likely 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock. I have to consult with our president, but I'll let you all know an official time. But that will be Monday night, October 24th. Now, Ratri did end on Tuesday, devotees, and we've actually we are entering into a new period tomorrow. So beginning Monday, October 10th, and going all the way till Tuesday, November 8th. We're in the period known as Tirat, is what they call it in Guyana. You can also call it Kartik Snan. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But again, that period starts tomorrow. Yeah. And then the only other thing that we've got coming up is daylight savings time. But, that's a national American holiday. So we'll talk about setting your calendars back. And we'll talk about the periods of Diwali once we get to them. With that being said, devotees, I have no other announcements for the calendar in terms of religious events. We still have a few weekends here in October. So next weekend and the weekend after, the next 2 Sundays, are open on the calendar. So if there's anybody who'd like to sign up to sponsor and sit down for puja, let me know. You can call my dad or my mom and let them know. That's going to get back to me anyways. And then we can coordinate things like bhojan, food, prasad, and all that other stuff as we get through the rest of the week. But for next week or the week after, if anybody who'd like to sponsor, please do let me know for the month of October. Ishan, are you guys going to talk about birthdays? Okay. With that being said, devotees, I have no other announcements for the week. I hope you all stay safe. There's supposed to be rain on one day, but it's perfect weather for me because I'm a being of the cold. I was born in Germany in February, so I was born in the snow. I live in the snow. That's my life. So nice week. Get out there. Go do some fun stuff with your family, with your friends, whoever you need to. But you all stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see you next Sunday for our regular Sunday morning satsang. Jai Sita Ram. Our president is not here today, but we have some folks that are even better than our president. So now I'll hand the microphone over to our president in training and our president in training for a few more announcements.
It has been Ashton's birthday on October 7th, and now it is his birthday now. So I just got it $20 yesterday.
Nice. Thank you all for coming today. I know we have small numbers. Somebody celebrated their 18, 19? 16, I'm lying. 16th birthday. Round of applause for Jack. Set the other one. It's supposed to. Somebody. I don't know who that somebody was. No idea. For those of us in Gwinnett, it's supposed to rain Thursday. 40% chance. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. It's getting cold. Yeah, it's better.
So, in about 2 days ago, it has been his birthday.